Hey guys, hi. So, like I said, I'm just doing a little quick live right now just to talk about like the high touch because yeah, high touch. So far, two of the stops from USA are done. Also Toronto's over, so we're nearing the end of the North America tour. Nearing the end. So, in case you didn't know, I am doing. Hi, how are you today? But I did the high touch in LA and I also did the high touch in Houston. But there is still New York and Mexico. I'm not going to Mexico. Hey, everybody. Yay. I'm good. How are you? Um, but yes, so I did high touch in LA and Houston so far. New York is still coming. I actually only have a P2 ticket right now for New York, but I'm trying my best to try to find a P1. So if you know of anybody that is getting rid of a P1, thank you. I'm glad you live there. It took forever and ever to do. um, but yeah, I'm looking for a P1 for New York. And I really want that P1 because I want to see. Well, obviously, I'll get to see them already, but I want to meet the boys again. Um, but so okay, I'll break it down. I'll start with LA, and then I'll talk about Houston. You have a question? Um, no, I did not dye it. So I just braided my hair, and the extensions I got were just black to gray. So I made sure that when I got an ombre that was pretty. Am I 20? No, I wish I was only 20. I'm much older than that. um, but okay, so on to LA. So for LA, the high touch order was Bam Bam, then Yum, then Mark. No wait, yeah, Bam Bam, Yum, Mark, JB, Young J, Jin Young, and then um after Jin Young it was Jackson. So that was the order of everybody. And it was awesome. I okay. So going through, in case you didn't know, Bam is my bias. Bam. I'm wearing the double B shirt right now. um, but so I went up to Bam, and every time I see Bam, I actually just I get really, really excited. And hold on, let's see. But every time I see Bam, I'm like, okay. So every time I see Bam, I call him my prince because he is a prince. And yeah, yeah, I absolutely adore Bam. He's precious. And um, so after Bam, it was Yugyeom, who always smiles so brightly. And then Mark was in a really good mood in LA. Like, he didn't shade me. Um, I love, love how Mark usually, like, if you say, okay, so the thing with Mark is that if you like say that you love him, he will look at you like you're a weirdo. Like it's like it doesn't compute with him sometimes. And it's not even just me, like that he's had that reaction to if I say, "Oh, I love you." I've talked to other people that have had very like the exact same reaction. Like Mark just kind of just is like, "What?" Um, Mark is just like that. I'll see you later. Bye. But yeah, Mark is such a good mood. All the guys actually were in such a good mood in LA. It's home for Mark. And then also, like, JB's family was there, and some of Yugim's family was there. And, like, so they had, like, a lot more people that were familiar. And it's just, I feel like they're just always just more comfortable in LA, which is why I always, forever and ever, will always go to LA shows from now, just because it's always going to be a little bit extra. Um, but yeah, the high touch was for LA was pretty straightforward. No real major reactions. Just a small smile from Bam when I said my prince. And then with Jackson, Jackson was in one of his little moods. So, in case you've never done high touch with Jackson, um, Jackson can either be super energetic or he's kind of like almost just kind of done with it. And he was a little bit done with it on in LA. Like he was just kind of just like, just very, very calm. And yeah, it's just, it's the BTS group order, the tier, BTS tiers, that go is closed. If I still have the link down there, then I have to move it. That closed back in May, whenever Fake Love came out. It was May 18th. Yeah, that's when it closed. um, I just opened up a go for the GOT7 Go-Tune dolls for Arrival Era because they did just announce that last night. I'm so excited for the Go-Tune dolls. I don't actually have a proper Go-Tune doll. I have the Go-Tune baby figure from Turbulence, but I don't have a doll. And this time they're doing the dolls for Arrival, so I will be getting me a little Bam. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I am running a go for that. I have the link on my Twitter at Ashley at Epidemic, or it may not be posted just yet, but it will be after this if it's not up there already. I don't think it is yet because I just finished making it, so it'll be up soon. Um, but yeah, so not too much of a reaction from LA and Jackson. I did wait until Jackson actually smiled. I wouldn't move until he's like properly smiled. I had visual acknowledgement, eye flickering movement, acknowledgement with him. I wouldn't move until that happened. I'm just like, okay, good. Jackson, we're good now. We can move on now. But yeah, Jackson is just so he's precious. And then high touch in Houston. So Houston was just a mess. I don't even want to talk about Houston. I will be posting a vlog where I'll probably talk a little bit about it and show a little bit, but Houston is just mess. It's yeah, Jackson's amazing, but Houston was gross. But getting inside and getting to meet the boys for a second was great. So I had two really great moments in Houston. So when I was going through with Bam, I said my prince, and I said, "You're my prince." And so as I was moving past him, because it was Bam Bam Yugyeom again, then it was Jin Young, Young Jae. No, wait. It was Bam Bam Yugyeom, Jin Young, Mark Young Jae, or I forget if it was Mark Young Jae or Young Jae Mark, then JB, then Jackson. And so when I got to Bam Bam, who was first, I said, "You're my prince." And then I started moving on to Yugyeom because they were Russian. They were rushing us through. And as I get, just as I'm getting to Yugyeom, Bam Bam turns back to me. Even though the next person was already moving up to him, he turns back to me and he goes, "Oh, I know you." And I'm just like, yes, he still remembers. But yeah, that acknowledgement from Bam Bam is really all that I need in my life. But it got better because then when I got to JB near the end, I was just like, "Oh, JV, JV." And I just kind of like, I didn't like scream in his face, but like I dragged his name out when I said it really long. And even though I was starting to move on to Jackson, JV turned back and gave me an extra smile and one of the big the big, the big JB eye smiles. So I was just like, yes, I got that extra smile. And I was just really happy because I'm just like, whoa, I got the two really, really nice moments from my two loves, Bam Bam and JB, and I was very happy about that. I was actually really surprised that Jin Young didn't sass me this time. Like he sassed me a little bit in LA, but when I got to him in Houston, he didn't sass me. He just like legitimately smiled and nodded at me, and I'm just like, Jin Young, this is the first time we've interacted where you didn't sass me. Like, okay. um, but yeah, it was pretty straightforward. I feel almost like, obviously there's no way I can know, but I feel like finally for the first time, I think Mark finally like had some acknowledgement that I'm the same person that he's seen like 8 times at this point. Finally. Um, Obviously there's no way for me to know because he didn't actually say anything. But it was like I mentioned before, Mark can be kind of just a little bit, throw a little bit of shade at you, just a little bit. And there was none of that this time. There was like some like visual like acknowledgement. Like when you look at somebody in the eyes and you're just like, I don't know you, and you just kind of just vacantly go past. Not exactly. But we'll never know. We'll never know. But yeah, I'm trying now just to get a P1 for New York. So if anybody knows of anybody selling a P1, giving away a P1, doing even just the high touch, like selling their high touch, I'll do it. I do it. I'm still trying to find one. It's actually really, really hard. I haven't found any yet. I've only seen stuff for like P2. But if you do know anybody, please let me know. Hit me up on Twitter or email me or let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm I'm really excited to see them again. The show is amazing, but getting to high touch with the boys, that's really where my heart is. It's where my heart is. I love them so much. But yeah, I guess before I go, I'll just mention again that I am opening that go for the GOT7 Go Tune dolls. But yeah, I'm gonna go now and sleep because I didn't get back until like 3 in the morning last night from Houston, and I legit knocked out for like no, I got back at like 4. And I knocked out for like 8 hours solid. But I'll see y'all. Bye.